Lizzie, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's such a lovely day today. We are here at Expo in Chisamba. The attendance today has been great. Yeah, it's been great. But of course, we just need to take a bit of time just to talk about ATS, talk about our partnership with FMC. Maybe just briefly on ATS. Obviously, we are one of the leading suppliers of agrochemical products in Zambia, and we work with a lot of partners, and one of those partners that we work with is FMC. So FMC is a brand name, recognized worldwide. But I will not say much about that, and at this point I'll just ask Lizzie just to give us a bit more information about FMC, what their strength and maybe just anything that our farmers out there would like to know about your organization.
Thank you, Moses. It's always a great pleasure being here, being in Zambia, and like you said, the turnout has been amazing, and we are so thrilled to be here as FMC. So just to give a bit of a background, FMC has been around since the 1800s. It's a science innovation company. We call ourselves the Agricultural Sciences Company. We pride ourselves in innovation and bringing solutions to farmers to overcome the problems that they face on farm, to be able to produce and meet their target yields, and productivity, profitability, and all that. And so we are multinational. We're a research and development company. We are present in a number of countries all over the world. And I think one of the things that really drives us, like I said even earlier, is innovation. We want to be able to bring the latest innovation to our farmers. And our farmers are our partners. They're not just customers. They are our partners in being able to get the global population to be food secure, we can say. So in a nutshell, FMC is an agricultural sciences company. We do a number of crop protection products, which we're going to talk about, obviously, and which we've been talking about. And we've been around for a bit, and I believe we're a strong partner for most farmers across the world.
Definitely. And the number of things that you've mentioned there, R&D, is a big part of what you guys are doing, and also focusing more on solutions to improve productivity, as well as, just to deal with this hunger issue, so looking at the whole agriculture, sort of value chain. And as a company, as ATS also, we sort of focusing on same factors, and that is why our partnership is actually very important. And I don't know, what is the background? Maybe because I know that there are certain companies that used to exist many years ago for certain brands, and those brands are now, maybe the molecules are actually now an FMC. Do you want to maybe comment on that?
I can just say, like I said, it's really a science company, right? So innovation is at the core of that. If you're a scientist, you're always trying to find ways of improving, So it started out as the Farm Machinery Corporation, dealing with machines, but now it's evolved, being a strong partner, like I said, for the farmer, bringing innovative solutions. So that is an evolving thing, The problems that farmers face are, different year in, year out. There's always new challenges. At times it could be new pests, a new weed. And so for us, that's why we then end up saying we're an agricultural sciences company. Because it's important for our farmers to understand that we're not just here to, sell products. We're really going back into the research, trying to come up with solutions that actually matter and that are solving the problems that they're actually facing. So it's an evolution over time. Like I say, it's been over a century of research, and we still come tops. We have got stellar innovations, and even now, going into the near future, we're coming out with interesting products, because that's what we do. Okay. Every other day, we're finding a new innovation for the
great. That's wonderful. Let's talk about your products. I know the big one, obviously, is the Coragen.
Yes.
An amazing product. I don't know if you want to maybe just shed more light on the positioning, what sort of pests are we targeting with Coragen?
definitely. I think it's our flagship product, like you rightly said. This week I've been going around Zambia, meeting different farmers, some with 100 hectares, some with 500, some with 1,000. And the message has been the same. They're quite happy with the result that they're getting with that product. So the Coragen is your go-to product for your 4-army worm, for your tuta absoluta, your worm complex, your laps. So where you've got a worm-like complex of insect pests, where you have struggling with that, your Coragen will come and be that solution that will give you that control. Particularly, when it's, when you have that challenge, and you really want a product that you can trust, because I think for us is a product has to perform year in, year out. That's why, we also emphasize on stewardship issues, and because the molecule is more than just a cell, it's a solution, and it has to keep working year in, year out. So for your 4-army worm, for your tuta, for your army worms, Coragen is your product.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, the number of farmers that we visited this week, they were able to say, they've used the product and they're actually very happy with that. And just to add on what you've said, Zambia now, we're a hub, when it comes to seed maize production. And any farmer out there who is thinking of growing seed maize, they must think Coragen.
Definitely.
Because it gives you quite a long period of control.
Yes.
So it's controlling your 4-army, like I said. But one of the most important pests that is controlled by Coragen is your post-cropping moth.
Definitely.
It comes in late in your crop, and sometimes it's very hard for you to notice that it's there. But once it's in there, it causes serious damage to your crop. Because now you harvest your seed maize, and now you're forced to start, hand sorting. Because now you need to remove the pests that are affected. So, we've seen a great success. I mean, one farm that we visited this morning, you could see the Coragen was sprayed just around, silking.
Yes.
And all the way up to the time that, the crop is ready for harvest. Now you can check the crop, it's clean.
Quite clean, yeah.
Yeah. So, just going back to what you guys are doing as FMC, that you are there to actually provide solutions to the farmers. Yeah, so I think that's good. And I'm sure I've noticed that the price of Coragen also has improved over the years. So giving our farmers an opportunity to do a number of sprays and even consider it for like commercial maize, where you can spray one and application and you forget. Yeah. And another product that we actually, working with here in Zambia is Vantex. I don't know if you want to maybe comment on Vantex.
It's a product that's been around for a bit. It's been around for a while, but it has already it's been performing year in, year out again. I think I haven't gone to a farm where they're not using Vantex.
Yeah.
That's the beauty with that product. It's on every farm.
Exactly.
And every farmer loves it. And I think that's what separates it from the rest, in that, it's one of those products that you just have to have in your shed. The cutworm particularly, so most plants when you're planting, you do need your cutworm control. It's a CS, so it's a micro encapsulated product that helps with the release, and that helps with giving you a bit of control over time. Again, it's thinking about what the actual farmer needs. It's not just about giving a product, it's also bearing in mind how do we formulate it for the purpose, so we can be able to give the farmer what they need. So definitely Vantex is a product never to forget. I think it's a partner of choice for most of the farmers, and I think it's soft on the pocket as well.
Exactly.
Because most of the farmers, when you calculate it per hectare, it's very reasonable.
It's very manageable, yeah.
For the work that it does and for the efficacy that you get, Vantex is really a product that it's a no-brainer. Really, you want to have a product in the shed.
And I must tell you that, here in Zambia, we've seen the volumes of that product growing. Just an indication that actually farmers are happy with the product. They're happy with the results that they're getting and all that. And, it's actually one of those products that is still very effective at very
low
dose.
Yeah.
And compatible with quite a number of, your herbicides, your fungicide, and so on and so forth. So, great product. Yeah. And let's talk about Steward. Steward has been around for some time, controlling the Lepidopteras, and a big product on tobacco, for the badworm. And even on your seed maize, you're using Steward not to control and the 4 armyworm. And I don't know if you want to add something on that.
It's an amazing product. I mean, every salesperson will say every product of theirs is amazing, but at FMC we are privileged to say every one of our products actually is truly amazing. The product, like you rightly said, controls your 4 armyworm, your ball complex again. And going back to stewardship, you can rotate it even with the Coragen. So we spoke about the Coragen, you can rotate it with Steward. The product is quite stable. And also when you spray it, one of the things that one of the farmers said is, they like that they're able to see after spraying the Steward, you can see that you've sprayed. And the control is always good. The badworm guys in tobacco guys, badworm, you get good results there. Coragen 4 armyworm, you get good results. In tomatoes, they use it. So it's a go-to solution again. As part of a program, you rotate it with Coragen. You take care of your problems and you don't really have issues with your lapse.
So we talk of Coragen, we talk of Steward, and we talk of Vantex, and all these are like in different categories.
Yes.
Just confirm that.
Yeah.
So just from those 3 products, it means you're actually rotating your chemistry, and managing your resistance. So yeah, that's a good one. Now let's talk about one product that I like very much. Now I like all the 3 products. But I'll tell you why I actually said I like this product very much. And this product is called Benevia.
Yeah.
And it's because for a very long time, when it comes to the control of sucking pests, we have been using the same chemistry, for quite a long time. And I know Benevia is ready to be new on the market. And let me allow you just to get a go at that.
Thank you. At least it's always comforting when it comes from someone else outside yourself.
Yeah.
So Benevia, like you said, it's one of our newest chemistry. It gives you a very good control of the sucking pest, your thrips. So if you're doing onion thrip control, it's quite good. Thrips are a big one for onion farmers. It just does not do the sucking pest. You also get the lapse as well.
Yeah.
Which is the beauty with Benevia. I think it's more like when you're having a bit of sucking issues and you're also having a bit of chewing issues, you can then just come in with it.
Yeah, just one
it does
product
both.
and does both. Yeah.
It's like a cocktail product that helps you, have a broader spectrum of control. And like I said, new chemistry. It works very well. It's been working where we've seen our farmers using it. They're really happy with the results. You want a product where even tomato farmers, when they're having issues with white flies, they're also having issues with, chewing pests, they can use Benevia. So that's the beauty. I think the beauty of Benevia is that you're using one chemical to getting
Product
control. Yeah.
No, I agree with you. And I must say we have had very good success with Benevia on thrips, like you said. In Zambia, onion growing, onion production has been on the rise the past few years. Of course, we've seen potatoes, the hectares planted to potatoes increasing. Onion is the same story. And for potatoes, obviously, we've got tuta and the tuber moth. We've talked about, your Coragen. And I believe that the Benevia will also work for tuta and tuber moth as well, right? Yeah. Yes. So for onion farmers, the thrips, these are like the biggest problem. And you mentioned here that actually Benevia is able to control thrips, right? So now you understand why I said it's actually one of my favorite products.
I understand. I don't argue, I guess. I have another favorite product, I guess. So, and I don't know if this is right to choose a product in your packing basket and say it's your favorite.
You can have your opinion, I believe, yeah?
This is also one of our newer chemistries, a product called Circadin.
Oh, yeah.
They say prevention is better than cure. Of course. With Circadin, you're doing exactly that.
Okay.
Most times when we talk of insecticides, we say it's count and then apply, count, do your counts, apply. So we are trying to control the population once the insect is already in.
Yeah.
But with Circadin, we are trying to prevent insect population growing.
Coming in, yeah.
We are coming in at transplanting or in the flood bed, depending on how you're doing a seedling. For tobacco guys they can go into the seedling and apply into the flood bed. And you can apply a transplant, and you apply it to the drench.
Okay.
it's a systemic product, so it goes up, and you get your control again of your sucking, of your chewing pests. So you've got that early control that ensures it's more like you're protecting your yields early on. Farmers who've used Circadin, they've attested to the fact that their crop is clean.
Yeah.
They have less issues early on. And you find when there's conducive environment for the breeding of pests and you've got lots of pests, when you come in with your Circadin at the start, you've got less sprays early on. Where some farmers will have more and more sprays to try and ensure the crop is clean. Where you come in Circadin, you've got a good control, and you get 4 to 6 weeks of control.
Okay, that's very important.
Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks of control.
Yeah.
So with tomatoes, for instance, you've got your tutor, which is a problem. You've got, it does your cutworm still. It can do your leaf miner.
Yeah.
It can do your aphids.
Wow.
So that spectrum from one chemical, and you're using it early on. I like the prevention part of it.
Yeah.
And then you still come in with other products later on in the spray program, but you've kept your crop clean early on. I truly believe in my years of practicing as an agronomist, the early stages of the crop are quite critical.
Very critical, yeah.
I think you lose most of your yield there,
of course,
if you don't do things right. So for me, Circadin is that's why I probably think it's one of my favorite products. I don't know if that's... Yeah.
No, that's very true. We have products, we have Circadin, we have it in stock now. But of course, we just need to go out there and educate our farmers, and I hope maybe farmers from this conversation can actually pick up something. And of course, our wholesale team also needs to go out there and market this product. I had an experience with Circadin. Like one farmer used it on tobacco, and it was quite interesting because he used it. It's like 10 hectares, and then the other 10 hectares, no more insecticide, and he came back and he just said, "Look, this product does the job." You know what I mean? I put it down in the planting furrow and I don't have to keep going in, because one of the things that we forget, and this also applies to your Coragen. Coragen also gives you quite a long period of control.
Residual control.
Yeah, that residual control. And what that does is that you getting rid of that extra application. Right. So if I go with one of the cheap insecticide that will give me maybe 5 days, 7 days control, after 10 days I need to go back and spray. So that will mean if it's on a farm setup, I need extra fuel, I need extra time, the machinery, the people, and all that goes with that.
It's an extra operation.
Yeah, so it might be $1 and another $1 and $4, but you're forgetting the other expenses that actually goes with that. So and that's exactly what you're talking about, on the Circadin. Put it down there, and then you've got 6 weeks control of not worrying about it. You know what I mean? Just allowing the plant to grow. I think that's an amazing thing. It's something that each and every farmer would like to experience.
If I was a farmer, if I was in horticulture, I would definitely use Circadin. Like, I cannot think of any reason why any farmer shouldn't use it, because it's that solution, it's just the solution that you need. And like you rightfully said, we want to ensure that, that farmer you're talking about who had a clean crop, they experienced it. And when a farmer experiences it, when you're getting repeat sales on a product, the product works, And so I think that's the most important thing, that, you're reducing the number of operations. And I think that's the math some of the farmers
forget
too. That math really adds up. And also even damage, because when you go in with your equipment, you're even, damaging the
moving disease.
You're bringing in
wear and tear on your equipment.
Exactly. So the more you've got products that work without having to come back time in, time out, you are also indirectly protecting your yield.
No, I mean, I've seen this. Sometimes what happens at the beginning of the season, you put together a program and you look at the bottom line, and one farmer can say, look, okay, it's coming to $100 a hectare. This is like $120, $130 a hectare. Oh, I'm saving the $30, so I'll go for the $100. Okay, but fine. This $100, you find that maybe you have to come back a couple of times. But you go for the $130, it's poof, like you go in, you do that, and you're done. You know what I mean? So, but you see a lot of approach. People approach farming differently, and by the end of the day, it's about productivity. It's about that huge increase, and it's about the money in the bank. So it takes us back to our preamble, where we talked about you focusing more on solutions. That will actually support that farmer and help that farmer to actually improve their yield and make more money by the end of the day, you know. So, and from ATS also, that's our focus. You know? So, yeah, I think we're looking forward to more collaboration between ATS and FMC. And yeah, I don't know, what would be your closing remarks?
Thank you at ATS. I think I got a good appreciation this week of the amount of work you're doing on the ground. You know, when a farmer opens their gate for you and gives you an hour of their time, and they actually don't want you to leave the farm, you literally have to say, oh, now I have to go to the next one. You know, that's when you realize you're doing a good job, because they don't have time to entertain, you know, if you really have cost them money, if you're not adding any value. So for us, our partnership with ATS is really critical, and I think I saw that come to life with the visits that we did this week, and I'm truly grateful that we're here, you know, partnering here, talking to farmers, visiting farmers. I can only imagine what the future looks like, because I believe it's going to be amazing, because you know, great partnerships, you know, like we said, even the farmer is a partner to us.
Of course,
and definitely you are our partners. So
definitely.
For us, you know, good partnerships are part of what we do. And all I can say is thank you.
Sure.
And let's have this conversation again maybe 3-4 years from now.
Yeah.
I think everyone will know who FMC is, and I think the conversation will be a bit different.
Definitely. No, thank you so much for coming. I like what you said. Look, we're looking forward for more collaborations. I think we'll collaborate in several other avenues other than just what we've done. But it's a good thing. You know, you come here, we tend to learn more about your products, and you also get to experience what we're doing. Like I said earlier on, we're quite strong on the ground as an organization. We've been in existence for over 30 years, and our strength has been the technical support that we give the farmer. We provide a complete package, you know, all the way from, you know, seed dressing, all the way to your harvest and post-harvest. And yeah, so when you working with us, at least you were able to actually have access to these farmers and also the knowledge of the market and stuff like that. If you look at our sales team, for example, you find that we've got very experienced people with over 30 years maybe in the industry to young graduates who are coming in, who have been groomed and taking up, you know, positions, and people are able to grow through the ranks. And all that just tells you how much knowledge actually, you know, as a company we have. And so we're definitely looking forward to, you know, learning more from you guys. And I'm sure next time probably there will be other expertise, you know, like specialized, you know, people in different sectors and so on and so forth. Definitely. And, you know, we can continue doing this. 4 years from now, let's see what we would have achieved.
4 years.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Lizzie.
Yes.
Okay.